So the next item we're going to be building is the backpack system, which has the hidden arms. It retains the same features that we remember from the original Goosean Rebake, but this is more of a refined, not rounded type setup. This is more square and rigid. Again, it would have been great if Bandai would have made a 1/100 scale version of this, but we'll never get one, I guess. So to begin, I'm going to take this part and this part, connect it to this, and it's very, very fragile. Be careful, because this thing can actually break off easily. So don't don't overstress it. Then I'm going to keep it this way, and then connect this through here. And we have this part here. Doesn't matter which position it is, just put it in like this, through there. And then close this up, like there. And we have this part that goes through here. Oop, alright. Other way, that way. This acts as a way of holding on to the part there if you want to bend it. And then we have this part that goes like this to here. I am not going to put the hands on now. I'm going to do it later, because there's two different types. There's various versions of hands, so we're going to leave that alone for now. And we have this part here, and this one's a little tricky because you're going to have to put this one like this, and this part has a special connector. There we go. One of the pegs here is smaller while this one's bigger, and the reason why, according to how I'm saying, first you want to bend it like this, and you grab this guy here, and there's this little part here. Actually no, it's this part here. Oh, you know what, I'm sorry, it has to go the other way around. There we go. You have this part here. You have this unusual connection with this circle part here, and it has to go like this, because that notch will go into there, while that notch goes into there when you swing back, push it back and forth. Then you take the smaller peg, stick it in there, and I'm going to leave that there for now. I'm going to take this part, take this part here, put it like this, put that there. Then we take this peg, connect it like that through there, and then of course we close it up like so. And this one you want to slide it all the way to the front so you can bend this easily like so. Actually, you know what? I think I did it wrong. I think I got to do it this way. Ah, okay, made a mistake, but recovered. There we go. Sorry about that. Almost made a mistake there. So that completes both arms, or sorry, yeah, both backpack arms. The last part is this, which all you need to do is put it together like so. There's no thrusters on this other than this part. I guess they decided not to make this part as a thruster that goes up and down, so it's part of the design. And then you put this one through here. Actually, no, you want to put this one through here because look how it is. There we go. And then this one goes through here like that. There we go. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Of course, you see there's this parts here that you have to sand down and paint white, but it comes with the stickers, which, to tell you the truth, I will sand down and put them on later on, so at least it's consistent to what it looks like. But the backpack is complete. It's pretty nice. I feel like it looks like a very, you know, like a mobile armor type thing. Yeah. Alright, let's now move on to the next part of the build. So the last parts of this kit is going to be the Scissor Variable Rear Armor. That is the name of this skirt armor, shield, weapon type thing. It's the only weapon that this kit comes with. And it's also the most funniest to see, because not only it was cool in the anime, but well, I'll put it in comparison with something else. So for this, you take two of these parts, flip it around, and you put it in this position. There's nothing to hold it in other than this, but you have to keep it in this position. Then you take this, put that right over that. You take that, throw it over this. And you take this little part here, and it says here to put it there, to that hole. It looks like this when it's done. You keep it on this side, and then we take these two parts here. That goes there, and that goes there. And we have these two. That one goes in here. The other one goes in there. And then you take this, put that here. And this one, put that here. Then snap into place. And then finally you have this. Goes through here. And that seals it up. And you have it. And of course, to transform it, all you need to do is flip one around here, flip the other one here. I believe that's how it works. You have the two things sticking out. I believe there's a locking mechanism. There we go. So, some say these are nippers for cutting down, hold on a second, now I gotta do this right. There we go. So some look like nippers that, you know, pretty much they're these. But they look like more like nippers to cut down tree, what do you call it, leftover weeds and grass and stuff like that, and bushes. That's what it reminds me of. Cool though. But we're going to put it back the way it was, because it has to go back in the shield. And there's this connector here that you will hook it up to this once we're done. But we'll put this away for now. That completes this. Let us now move on to the final build. Alright, so what you see here is all the parts now completely built, and we're going to put them together and see what this Hydra kit will look like. We'll begin with the waist unit, the legs, one goes there, the other one goes here, close it up. Then we have the right arm. I'm sorry, the left arm, followed by the right arm. Oops. Here she goes. Connect that here. And then we have this part, the head. Goes through there. Alright. And we have the backpack. Goes like that. And then the back skirt, which is connected to this option part that will hold it up to here. there we go. So there you have it, the 1/44 scale high grade Gusion Rebake Full City Gundam, or the Gundam Gusion Rebake Full City, is now complete and fully assembled. So here's a close-up shot of the Full City. It's definitely very beefy, and I like the the armor design on the legs, especially when you have now armor protecting the rear portion of the legs. You don't see that on the Barbatos because it favors mobility than armor. Yet it is kind of heavily armored as well. This one's more armored. Didn't put the stickers on the arms, didn't feel like it. But I do like the color separations of white and beige. And even though you have to deal with a sticker on the top part of the shoulder, of the backpack arms, you don't see that on the shoulder because the shoulder has white parts, and I kind of like that separation there. At least you didn't. And also, I was saying to myself, please don't tell me you have to put white stickers on the side armored panel on the chest. I'm glad they didn't do that. It's understandable because of how small this is. You'll definitely need it. Shame I didn't paint it, but it is what it is. Here's the back portion of it. It's back heavy, of course, especially with the skirt armor, or the weapon itself. But it's very beefy. That's what I like about this. Oop. And of course, this thing comes off easily. There we go. I'll have to fix it, but it is a nice looking kit and great for paint jobs, customizations. Yes, I know I didn't sand it down in specific areas. This is just basically a straight build to show you guys how quickly and easily it is to work with this kit. And of course, and also I might as well point out the arms, the two pieces of armored plates right here. I should have put in the white sticker on this because this has the separation of the parts here, and it suffers the same issue that was on the Lupus. So if you get this, you have to remember that you're going to have to glue this and sand them down, but while it's connected to this. I know there's a way to actually slide them in, but because of how it's designed, it's not, I don't know. I never did like how this came out, so I'm glad I actually didn't painted this, because I would have had a hard time gluing these two parts together and then sanding them down. So let's look at some of the gimmicks that this kit has to offer. I'm going to remove the shield first, this first, because I want to show this off. I didn't put the hands on this. Let me do that right now. So we pull this out, and supposedly you're supposed to drag it there to get into position on both ends. There we go. Oop, might as well take that off for a second. And then we'll put one fist here. One fist there. Get this back into place like so. And you have the forearms gimmick. And I kind of like these these shield-like side parts. Oops, it's not all the way in, I guess. Wait a minute, why does one look weirder than the other? Ah, no wonder. I knew something looked weird. Because this one's supposed to go like that. That's why. Okay. Made my mistake. Now, somebody did say that why don't I use the option set number 3, and I didn't buy the option set number 3. I mean, I didn't buy all the option sets, I only just got what, I got at the time. But we're going to use this little machine gun here, which looks cute, and then that one right here. There we go. Now we have 2 little machine gunnies going pew 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 all over the place. Nice. Now this one, supposedly you take this part here off, put this one here, and we'll take this one and this off, open it up, put that here, and put that here, and now you have a shield to protect yourself. Yeah, looks really cool. Oh, it's like that. And of course, I didn't have, I don't have any other weapons other than this one, which was from the Man Rowdy. Fits pretty cool there, so it's good to have a weapon like that. Again, I don't have a weapons packs that's supposed to be for this, so we'll just leave it the way it is for now. However, the last thing we're going to do is, of course, the leg came off. Let's take this part off, and this one off. There's a gimmick also where you have part that you stick out and put the knuckles on the hands. I'm not doing that. It's interesting and it's kind of nice, but no. So obviously we transform this by flipping this around, pulling these out, then opening up, and taking these hands and putting these here. Taking that. I know, there are specific hands for this kit which I can use to simulate this, but I want to see how well I can do it with these first. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Ready to trim some mobile suit armor. Ooh, this didn't go in well. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so that is its attack form with the pinchers, and of course if you had a high-grade graze, or if you're willing to pay a good 30 or 40 or 50 bucks and get the one that's a P. Bandai exclusive, which will not be named, you could make it do the scene where he just, grabs him and starts to, crush him to death, and, everybody just was so happy. So here we go. The Gundam Gusion Rebake Full City 1/44 scale high grade is now complete. And I have to admit, building this feels very, very solid, very strong. I know there's sometimes that you build a like either a Barbatos kit you feel a little loose right there in the legs, but this one actually feels a lot stronger. Obviously because it simulates a heavier, heavy armor and all that stuff, but it is a stronger kit. And I'm deeply impressed in how it looks. You know, it's bulky, it's big, it's nice. I'm glad that I built it, and it's a shame that I couldn't paint it. But then again, you know, I have no time. But I highly recommend this kit to anybody who's a fan of this type of mole suit from the IBL line. And if you guys want a nice, solid, beefy kit, this is the one that you should get. So I highly recommend it. Get your hands on this. But you know, whenever if ever you go to a hobby store and you see this on sale, better than any other kits, go for this. Put this in your list. And yeah, try to get one of the option sets, so that way you have him holding, you know, the 2 machine guns and maybe that long axe type weaponry. But yeah, this is really nice. Shame I couldn't paint it, but that, you know, we can't paint everything. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching me build this cool little kit from the Iron Blooded Orphans line. And what can I say, but stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.